Back out to that fire out of South Park. The weather certainly playing a role in how the blaze developed. This is a time lapse of that fire. This is, of course, from earlier in the day from our Independence camera. You can see the winds just really picking up that large billowing pillar of black smoke and moving it off to our west. And now as we take a live look over the South Park neighborhood, things have certainly calmed down there. You can still see a little bit of smoldering smoke coming up there by that crane. But how about the rest of the area? Chief Meteorologist Tara Lane is here with a look at our forecast right now. Tara.
Yeah, after a dry start to the day, certainly with more clouds, now we're seeing some rain moving into even around parts of the Charlotte metro. We saw that from Sydney's report there. She had the umbrella. And so as we look there over southwest Mecklenburg County, the Steel Creek area, southwest Charlotte, we are starting to see some of that light green moving in from parts of upstate South Carolina. And it covers some of the foothills too and heading up into the mountains. The majority of the rain today has been focused down through upstate South Carolina as expected. But again, we're seeing just that slow progression of some of that light rain. Nothing severe, no storms out of this, although some rumbles can't be ruled out maybe later on this evening up in the mountains and foothills with that swath of moisture moving in. But for the most part, it is just that plain good old fashioned rain. You can see it lining up along that stretch of road from Morganton heading down into Rutherford County. Coming down a little bit heavier there where you see the darker green Forest City. We have some light spotty rain from Shelby heading up north into Bellwood and Kaiser, western parts of Lincoln County and heading up into the Hickory area. A little bit of wet weather and some light rain heading up that way too. And that's what I was talking about, heading up into Belmont and southwest Charlotte out toward Lake Wylie, Antigua Cay, some of that spotty rain, and traveling down into Lancaster County. We have more of that and a strip of some heavier rain there marching through sections of Chesterfield County up through Chesterfield proper, heading up into Pageland and Tradesville and those areas. But it has been a lot more widespread and heavy still. This has been happening for about 24 hours or so, especially south of Columbia, those heavy pockets of rain. They've got several flood advisories in effect down that way, so just keep that in mind. Wet weather continuing and some stormy conditions too. If you have travel plans down that way toward Augusta, Georgia, and right there along the coast and all the way up through Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, not a good beach day for sure. We have some of those marine alerts in effect offshore. So this is all due to the fact that we had this stalled front, same system that came on through a couple of days ago and brought us some of that severe weather. So the moisture continues to just line up along that boundary. Of course, we've been on the drier side until now. That atmosphere is continuing to gather up some more moisture here. So that's why we're looking at the chance of showers continuing for some neighborhoods. And I'll show you that on future radar coming up. And that goes through tonight and at least early tomorrow. Now, the rain chances for the Charlotte metro still on the low side. So still looking at the majority of the region dry. Most of the rain focused over South Carolina into the night. But a little bit later on tomorrow morning, look what happens on future cast. Again, a lot of clouds continue to be around, but then we start to see more scattered showers rolling in by 7, 8, 9 o'clock. So it could be a wet drive into work or getting the kids back to school for some of you. Drier, though, with more sunshine the farther north and west you go and up into those higher elevations. Temperature change, that's something else that we're noticing today. Temps running about 10 to 15 degrees cooler compared to this time yesterday. Of course, we had all that sunshine, only a cool 69 right now in the Queen City with that east wind. A little bit lighter than earlier today, at about 10 to 15 miles an hour. Relative humidity starting to climb a little more at 57%. Temperature is at 57 up in the mountains, Boone and Jefferson. But then we're warmer off to the east. Rockingham, the warm spot, mid and upper 70s out that way. We're right at 70 down into Lancaster. As I said, more showers coming up late tonight through Friday morning, mainly south and east of Charlotte. The afternoon, though, tomorrow is looking drier, and really most of Saturday is dry. So we have the Cheerwine Festival in Salisbury, any outside plans happening, looking okay. Mountains will start to see, though, some showers and a few storms rolling in, but the majority of the stormy weather that we're expecting with this next front not really happening until later on into the overnight and early Sunday morning. So tomorrow, here's the setup. Coastal area of low pressure swinging in some of those scattered showers. Then our attention turns to that next cold front back off to the west, and that's going to be the Saturday night and early Sunday rain and storm maker. As of now, not a high risk of severe storms, not expecting that. Just know that you may be woken up by some rumbles of thunder maybe early Sunday morning while you're trying to stay asleep, maybe sleep in a little bit. Temperature is at 74 for tomorrow, keeping a lid on those numbers again. That cooler flow still in place, and then we're back up into the lower 80s for Saturday and Sunday directly ahead of that next front. And again, watching for a couple of those scattered showers and a few thunderstorms late Saturday. We check it out on Futurecast. Again, as I said, after some showers tomorrow morning, the afternoon, not much green showing up, so we're drier for any outside plans. We'll get in some dry time most of the day on Saturday, but then here comes a scattered showers entering the mountains and foothills, and then that final wave of scattered downpours late at night and into the wee hours of Sunday morning. A couple of thunderstorms there before they exit, and the afternoon on Sunday is drier. So how much rain to expect? All in all, not as much around the Charlotte metro north and west as what we could see where we do have most of the rain right now, and that's been taking place down through upstate South Carolina. And by the time we get into Sunday morning, that could add up to maybe 2-3 inches with that final round of showers and storms coming in with the next front early Sunday. So the 7-day forecast, obviously we're keeping it a little unsettled. Couple of showers early tomorrow, late Saturday, early Sunday. Afternoon is looking drier. High temperatures around 80 and drier, a little more settled going into next week. You're watching Carolina's own Queen City News, the most local news in the Carolinas. We'll be right back.